This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. So I want to start today by saying unequivocally that the FDA, the Federal Drug Administration, has rescinded the emergency use related to the coronavirus, rescinded the use of hydroxychloroquine. And numerous clinical trials have shown that there is no benefit to taking it. And in fact, health officials have warned that there could be deadly consequences. Get that out of the way. Because today I want to talk about Stella Immanuel, this viral video that's gone crazy. The president has retweeted it. His dummy kids have retweeted it. GOP operatives are now pushing it. Millions and millions of views over the course of just a few hours. We're going to get into the nutter buttery that is Stella Immanuel, including clips of her saying wacky stuff about alien DNA in humans and demons having sex with you in your dreams. And I'm not kidding. We'll get there. But first, let's talk about why Donald Trump, who touted hydroxychloroquine for months and months and months and then kind of quieted down about it, and now is back to it again. Donald Trump, who supposedly changed his tone, wore a mask for the first time, he is now back to his old tactics. I believe that it is absolutely just based on culture war nonsense. It's a divide and conquer strategy that he has employed since 2015 when he started his political life in earnest. And it's continuing, whether it be the flag or kneeling for the anthem, all of this nonsense is meant to incite division in America. And it's working relative to the coronavirus because people who don't understand science and don't rely upon experts and data and research for their information and their marching orders as far as how to behave to protect one another during this pandemic, they have taken the ball and run with it at Donald Trump's behest. So there's a group of doctors who are all pro-Trump nutters who went to D.C. and gave some speeches in front of the Supreme Court about hydroxychloroquine. One of them is a woman named Stella Immanuel, Dr. Stella Immanuel. Well, Donald Trump, I said, tweeted her videos. His dummy kids have done it. And I want to talk about who she is. The Daily Beast, and I'm going to get to the clips. There's actual video clips that I'm going to show you of her saying alarmingly hilarious on one hand and also dangerous and disturbing because she's being promoted by the President of the United States of America. The Daily Beast wrote an article entitled, "Trump's New Favorite COVID Doctor Believes in Alien DNA, Demon Sperm, and Hydroxychloroquine." Emmanuel, a pediatrician and a religious minister, has a history of making bizarre claims about medical topics and other issues. She has often claimed that gynecological problems like cysts and endometriosis are in fact caused by people having sex in their dreams with demons and witches. I always say don't take my word for it. We're going to get to her talking about some of this stuff, so hang in there. She alleges alien DNA is currently used in medical treatments and that scientists are cooking up a vaccine to prevent people from being religious. And despite appearing in Washington, D.C. to lobby Congress on Monday, she has said that the government is run in part not by humans, but by reptilians and other aliens. Donald Trump's new ambassador for hydroxychloroquine. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Continuing the article, in her speech, Emmanuel alleges that she has successfully treated hundreds of patients with hydroxychloroquine, a controversial treatment Trump has promoted and says he has taken himself. Studies have failed to find proof that the drug has any benefit in treating COVID-19, and the Food and Drug Administration in June revoked its emergency authorization to use it to treat the deadly virus. saying it hadn't demonstrated any effect on patients' mortality prospects. Nobody needs to get sick, Emmanuel said. This virus has a cure. Emmanuel said in her speech that the supposed potency of hydroxychloroquine as a treatment means that protective face masks aren't necessary, claiming that she and her staff had avoided contracting COVID-19 despite wearing medical masks instead of the more secure N95 masks. Hello, you don't need a mask. There is a cure, Emmanuel said. Look, I'm going to get to the demon sex and the alien DNA in just a second. But before I do, I want to talk about that nobody needs to get sick. This virus has a cure. Hello, you don't need a mask. There's a cure. Because here is a beautiful rendition of Dr. Emmanuel singing "He's Got the Whole World in His Hand" while wearing a mask.
He's got the doctors and the nurses. In his hands, he got the doctor and the nurses. In his hands, he got the whole world. In his hands, he got the whole world in his hands.
That's enough of that. Here are several screenshots from videos on her Facebook page. My finger got tired from scrolling. There's so many of her wearing a mask. May 17th, May 24th, June 2nd, June 5th, June 21st, June 28th. All of these with her wearing a mask. If there is a cure for this disease, she likes to use the word miracle and magic related to this drug and other things. But if it's so magic, and if there is a cure, then why is she wearing a mask? She could just be taking hydroxychloroquine to cure herself. She's not. Because she must know that she's in danger and that she will contract it. Now on to the nuttery. This is from 2015. This isn't from 20 years ago, this video that I'm going to show you. This is from 2015. In fact, May 16th, 2015, a sermon entitled "A Fight for the Soul of America is a Fight for the World." And I'm going to play a few clips here. One is about transhumanism, that she believes alien DNA is being implanted into humans to change the species. And she talks about demons entering the human body.
Right now, medical sciences has gotten to a fact that they have children that are being born. There's transhumanism right now. And they are believing that in 50 years in this nation, human beings are going to be different. That is why the Bible says in those days when you take the mark, because when some of those things come inside of you, you're no longer human. You've lost part of your humanity. Right now, they're using all kinds of DNA, even alien DNA, to treat people. Mixing human beings with demons. Nephilims exist these days. They don't look anymore like 30-foot giants. They look like you and I.
What do you say? What do you say? Alien DNA. Notice there's no evidence of it. There's no proof of it. It's just saying it. It's just saying it. Because that's how science works. That's how scientists operate. They just make a claim without laying out the facts and the data and the research that they've done. Here's one about how they, whoever they are creating containers for demons to ostensibly store or trap or contain demons.
And right now, demons they are creating containers right now for demons to inhabit. They might call them whatever. They can build all kinds of things. Then a demon can enter inside and be walking around and doing what the devil does best, bring confusion.
And of course, it wouldn't be conservative religious nutterbuttery without bigotry, without just entrenched hatred and bigotry toward the LGBTQ community. Here she is talking about the gay agenda, comparing them to thieves and liars.
And the homosexual agenda has gotten so loud and so powerful. It's really an agenda. They're done it such that anytime anything concerns gay anything, they come there and they make noise, they harass, they terrorize everybody. They terrorize you with legal action. They terrorize you by calling you. They terrorize your business. It's just become a terror. They just terrorize everybody. Right now, there's a homosexual terrorism in America. You can't say anything. You can't say, I don't believe in gay marriage. Everybody will go against you. They will just terrorize you. They will terrorize any business that says it. They will terrorize, they will just terrorize it. I had somebody online, because we have a prayer there about prayer against homosexual and business. And then I had somebody write something about, African churches are preaching that they can pray away gay. I'm waiting for one of them to try and talk to me. I don't have any problem. Me, I'm not scared of dying. But nobody in this world will tell me that homosexuality is right. There are people out there that are struggling with the homosexual spirit, that know that it is wrong, and they feel it, and they want to come out of it. So the people that do not believe in homosexuality, but the spirit is troubling them, they should have the right to one prayer, to one deliverance, to come out from it. They call me all the time. They call our ministry all the time. The people that want to be gays and want to do their thing, let them do their thing. You understand what I'm saying? If that is where you are and your mind has this and that, you've given yourself up to that, do it. But don't force me to accept it. Don't force me to say that it's correct. Because if my Bible says homosexuality is a sin, yes, it is not the only sin. The Bible also saying that lying is a sin, stealing is a sin, unforgiveness is a sin. But we're not out there doing liars parade or people that thieves parade. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody's out there saying, today we're going to have liars parade. All liars come, let's parade. Or come out and parade. Do you understand what I'm saying? My Bible says it's a sin. Whatever it is a sin, we don't go out there parading it. There are people that are Christians struggling with lying, struggling with fornication, struggling with different sins. But in our struggle, we're praying for God to help us. We're not out there holding a placard, liars' pride, stealers, thieves' pride day. Hallelujah.
Because for many Christians in America, that's what it's about. It's about oppressing groups that don't align with your particular flavor of life. People who are born differently than you. Because, look, it does say all that in Leviticus. It certainly does. But you know what it also says is that the same penalty for mixing fabrics, you can't wear silk and linen or wool and linen, that's also an abomination. Eating shrimp is an abomination. If you're going by the Levitican law. She thinks that yoga is demonic.
We need to deal with that spirit of yoga, because a lot of people, even in the church, their spirits are yoked with these Eastern demons. And the church has brought it into the church, yogas and Pilates. Oh, we're just going to do the exercise part. There's no such thing as exercise. Yoga is demonic. Yoga is, any yoga teacher is a Buddhist evangelist. You cannot do yoga and separate doing yoga from the spiritual aspect of it.
And I'll leave you with this chef's kiss of stupidity, that don't give your kids McDonald's toys in their Happy Meals because that's witchcraft. And the magic 8-ball, prognosis is not good, or whatever those stupid toys were from the 70s and 80s, that they were psychic witchcraft.
All this witchcraft is coming into the soul of our children. If you go to McDonald's to buy something, the toys, parents, look at the toys you bring out of McDonald's. You come out of there with witches and psychics and snails and snakes and all kinds of crazy stuff. Pokemon, Eastern demons, all kinds of stuff. When children were growing up, they had the 8-ball. That was a psychic. It was a witch that started that 8-ball. Mattel took it and made it into a toy. Children were playing with it. People bought it for their children. The 8-ball was a psychic. When you call it, when you wiggle it, you ask a question and it will tell you. People that played with, Bloody Mary, all kinds of stuff, evil demons that they bring into our children's life when they are young, debasing art.
So this is who MAGA has decided to prop up as an expert. This is her. She's their expert. She's their last final hope of cementing this culture war that they're hell-bent to create. That they're hell-bent to rely upon if they have any shred of winning this election. I'd love to know what you think. 714-576-4054. Of course, email me daily at dollemore.com. I read every single email. I listen to every single voicemail. This week, I'm going to put together a compilation of haters, voicemails from haters that is pretty funny, I think. Anyway, if you are in a position to do so and you would like to help support my work here on the platform, here on YouTube, independent journalism, independent analysis, independent commentary is very important right now. And I would very much appreciate you just considering supporting my work here on YouTube. If there's somebody else you like and they're doing the channel memberships thing, go support that person. I'm not for everybody, but I would appreciate you just considering. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time, whatever it may be. Be genuine and take care of one another.